The depths of the oceans are where life is said to have begun. Flourishing under the sun, these vast waters support diverse ecosystems, from fragile coral reefs to one of the strongest trees on the planet, mangroves. Did you know that mangroves are one of the oldest and most productive biodiverse wetland forests on the planet? On the southern coast of Iran, in the Guada Bay, on the edge of the beaches of the Gulf of Oman, you can find the mangrove forests of Chabahar, which are mostly filled with grey mangrove trees, or as we call them in Farsi, hara trees. When you enter a mangrove forest, you're faced with a random maze, a tangle of branches and roots that give them an out-of-this-world atmosphere.
The hara trees are saltwater plants that have a sweet almond-like fruit. During low tide, like right now, the trees and their sluggy beds come out of the water and you have this beautiful display of an island of trees. During high tide, this entire area disappears underwater.
These saltwater trees can survive thanks to their roots, which filter out salt. And as if this fact weren't enough, during low tide, when their roots are exposed, they switch their function and can absorb oxygen directly from the air. The habitat that mangrove forests create also contributes to the marine ecosystem, since their sludgy beds are a really good nursery ground for different types of aquatic life. The oceans and seas of the earth are a world of mystery and beauty, a seemingly endless array of intriguing scenery that lure divers into their depths. If you go diving here, you'll see incredibly fascinating things. Some will even go beyond your imagination. Once we were back on land, we decided to head to the Fisherman's Bay and check out some of the fishing boats we'd seen on our way to the diving site, a short drive away along the shoreline. With access to open waters through 200 kilometers worth of unspoiled coastline, the fisheries of Chabahar are in fact the biggest source of employment and income for the locals. For centuries, launches, lenj in Farsi, have sailed these waters and have provided the means for fishermen to fill their nets. These men might not have been born on the sea, but that is where they have spent the better part of their lives. They head out just before the reddish glimmers of dawn, with the hope of a good catch. The size of their boats and equipment determines whether they fish near the shore or offshore. Nonetheless, they all mostly use gill nets for their catch.
لنجای مختلف داریم، مثلا لنجایی از سردخونه، لنجایی از مثلا یخیه. یخی هم میرن 15 روز، 20 روز، نهایتاً 23 روز دیگه آخرش برمیگردن. لنجای سردخونه حدوداً 45 روز، 50 روز، نهایتاً 70 روز دیگه برمیگردن دیگه. آذوقه‌شون تموم میشه، سوقشون تموم میشه دیگه، مجبورن برگردن دیگه، آخرش دیگه.
There are about 70 commercial species of fish in the waters of Chabahar. Each year, the fishing season is only 9 months, since in the monsoon period the sea isn't suitable for fishing. In the remaining 3 months, fishermen usually repair their boats and nets.
الان یه ماهی یه تور داره، تور حلوا سیاه فرق میکنه. تور شیر فرق میکنه، تور عور و گیدر و تنمایی و اینا فرق میکنه. هر یکی درجه داره. ما صیادا اینجوری تور تشخیص میدیم، میکنیم پا تو پا که کردیم اینجوری از اینجا میگیریم 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. یکم دستم بلنده، اینه 11. این مال چیه؟ مال بچه شیر شوریده و کد ایناه. اون توری که ماهی تون صید میکنم اون 7. میش که صید میکنم میشه 6 5 و نیم.
The effort of hard-working fishermen of all ages that are turned into delicious and mostly spicy local dishes after they're sold. The local dishes here are mostly prepared using fresh ingredients and local spices indigenous to this region. Some of their local cuisines have been influenced by recipes from the neighboring countries, just like chicken karahi, a dish with Pakistani origins that's prepared in this province with a southern Iranian twist.
The people here are so warm and welcoming. As soon as they see you, they invite you to their homes and want to prepare local dishes for you. I suggest that you do not say no. I couldn't, and the local dishes are absolutely amazing. How can you honestly say no to this?
For me, Chabahar makes the end of a long and unforgettable journey to a place that some may refer to as the ends of the world. I will greatly miss this land that I have surprisingly grown to like. Never could I have imagined the things I witnessed and felt here. The kindness of its humble people and their culture will warm my heart whenever I look back on these fond memories. May all your journeys leave such impressions on you as well. This is Gulnar Farnudi for Iran.